All right, guys, here's the review of our test, okay, that you all love so much. All right, let's look, okay, here. Determine if it's a minimum or a maximum. This is a parabola opening upward, has a minimum point, okay? It's a minimum. How do you find that minimum point? Okay? X equals negative b over 2a. X equals negative b over 2a. Negative b, negative 4 over 2 times negative 2, okay? Negative 4 equals 1. Okay, 1 comma, throw 1 back in, and you get negative 2 plus 4, which is 2. Let's say you get 1, negative 1. I mean 1, 1. That's the minimum point. What about here? This is quasi-quadratic. It's a quadratic underneath a radical. Makes it quasi-quadratic. X equals negative b over 2a is always used for quadratic or negative quadratic, not for anything else. Negative b over 2a is, okay, 6 over, okay, 2 times 1, which is 2, okay, which is 3. So we got 3. And what is the y coordinate? F of 3. F of 3, which is the square root of 9 minus 18 plus 10. So that's negative 9 plus 10, which is 1, the root 1, which is 1. So it's 3 comma 1, okay? Next, all right? This is, okay, representing a parabola opening downward, okay? We're after the time. This is the height versus the time. Time, height. We're after this point, okay? What is that point? Negative b over 2a. Negative b over 2a, which is what? Negative 128, negative 128 over negative 32. Yes, which is equal to 4. So, at what time does the maximum height occur? It occurs at t equals 4. What is the maximum height? H of 4. Figure it out. Okay? All right. Given is the following area formula, okay, for a cone. All right, and what do we want to do? Express area as a function of h. Here's our area formula. We want r out of there. We only want h. But we're given a volume. And we're given the volume is 4 pi. And 4 pi is equal to 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay? Cross multiply gives you 12. Lose the pi, and you got 12 is equal to r squared h. What do we say? We want area as a function of h, which means we want r out of there. So we want to express r in terms of h. R in terms of h. So, okay, uh, r squared would therefore be 12 over h. Okay, and r would equal square root of 12 over h. Well, it looks like we have in our area formula there both r and rh. Okay, so we got area is equal to pi r, which is equal to 12 over h, the radical, times the radical r squared, which is 12 over h plus h squared. That's fine. I mean, we could clean it up in the interest of time. I'm leaving it alone. Okay? Cost of a rectangular fencing in a rectangular region, $3,600. Okay, $3,600. All right, here it's a rectangular region. We got we got an x length and we got another x length. We got a y length and we got another y length. Okay. All right, so the perimeter, of course, is 2x plus 2y. We're not interested in the perimeter, we're interested in the cost. It says, okay, that it will cost $2 per foot in the x direction. So this is times $2, $2. This is times $2. And $3 per foot in the y direction. So this is 3, this is 3, and this is 3. Okay, so our cost of 3,600 is going to be determined by, okay, our perimeter. And our perimeter there is 2x plus 2y, but it's 2x costing $2 per foot plus 2y costing $3 per foot. So our equation 3600 is equal to 4x plus 6y, which is, we can divide everybody by 2 and get 1800 is equal to 2x plus 3y. And now they're asking you to express y in terms of x. So we get 3y is equal to 1800 minus 2x, and therefore y is equal to 1800 is 600 minus 2/3 y, 2/3 x rather. Okay, write an expression for the area as a function of x. Area of that box is x times y. Area as a function of x, that's not area as a function. Area as a function of x means that you need to say area is x times y, where we found y up here is 600 minus 2/3 x. Okay? All right? So that's the area function. In order to optimize that, we look at that as quadratic. So we'll say area is negative 2/3 x squared plus 600x. We want to optimize that. That can easily be optimized. X equaling negative b over 2a. Okay, which is negative 600 over negative 2 times 2/3, which is 4/3. So we got 600 divided by 4/3. 600 divided by 4/3 is 600 times 3/4. Okay, we lose the negative. 4 goes into 600. 150 times 3 is 450. 450 is the dimension in x. Y you can find out by going back up to this equation, whereas y is 600 minus 2/3 of 450. So y is equal to 2/3, negative 2/3 of 450, which is 350, which is 3 in the 450, 150, negative 300 plus 600. So that's the y dimension is 300. So x equals 450 feet, and y is equal to 300 feet. Okay. Next, draw the line negative x plus 6. So it's a line, let's see, 2, 4, 6, and we got a slope of negative 1 down 1 over 1 down 2 over 2. Okay, that's fine. Right there. There's my line. Okay. And my point B is at negative 2, 0. So that's right there. So I want to compute. It says that I want to find the distance, the shortest distance, D, from a point here, and that point is x comma y, all right, to the point here, which is negative 2, 0. Okay? So the distance, by distance formula, is equal to radical x minus the x, this x value, the difference of the x coordinates is x minus a negative 2, that's x minus a negative 2x plus 2, 180 squared, plus y minus 0, so it's y squared. Of course, that's not distance as a function of x, is it? No, but we know that y is negative x plus 6, so what I'll do is I'll come here and I'll say, I'll expand this to be x squared plus 4x plus 4. And then I'm going to replace the y with negative x plus 6. Well, let's see. We're going to say, yeah, y is negative x plus 6. Okay? And that's going to be squared. So that's going to be now a function in terms of x. So let's finish that up. So we get g of x is equal to x squared plus 4x plus 4, and then plus what? Negative x squared, which is going to be another x squared, okay? minus 12x plus 36, okay? So cleaning that up, I guess, d of x is equal to the square root of 2x squared. 4x minus 12x is negative 8x. 40 and 34 and 36 is 40. Okay? So that is quasi-quadratic. Quasi-quadratic. That is a quadratic underneath a radical. Okay? X equals negative b over 2a. X equals 8. Negative, the opposite of negative 8. 8 over 2 times 2, 4, 2. 2. X equals 2. Determine the coordinates of point A. What is point A? Point A is x comma negative x plus 6. A is x comma negative x plus 6. Now we found what x is, so the point A is at 2, negative 2 plus 2, 4. That's it, 2, 4. All right, we'll do the other half in another video, okay? So there you have it.